All right, Panther Nation, welcome to Fogarty Arena. Starting lineups here momentarily.
And now let's make the starting lineup first for Rochester Century John Marshall. Starting goal number 1, Zachary Bohan.
Bohan in net for your Century Panthers.
At 1 defense number 24, Vance Hansen.
Vance Hansen on one side of the blue line.
His defensive partner number 26,
Hatcher Hodge, his defensive partner.
At 1 forward number 10, Bennett Timpine.
Benny Timpane starting on one wing.
The other forward number 97, Jared Solak.
Solak starting at center.
And the other forward number 44, Gustav Boltevich.
Gustav starting on the other wing.
And the rest of your Century John Marshall team.
And the rest of your Century Panthers.
Are Josh Cliffus and Matt Ehrlich. And now the starting lineups for Spring Lake Park Blue Rapids. Starting goal number 32, Zach Bushey. At left defense number 29, Toby Trampy. At right defense number 11, Rusty Mitchie. At left wing number 12, Austin Green. At right wing number 4, Andrew Clark. And centering this afternoon for Spring Lake Park Blue Rapids, number 19, Jackson Marsness. And the rest of the Spring Lake Park Blue Rapids team. Head coach is Connor Edmond. Now let's play hockey, everybody. We've already had the national anthem in the first game.
National anthem was already played in the first game, so we'll get going here. Your Panther JV falling to Spring Lake Park 2-1 in a matchup in the South Rink, I think. North Rink, one or the other. Just one special note today. No game tomorrow due to weather. So hopefully the boys come out firing all cylinders here, as there'll only be one game this weekend. Sounds like coaches may try to make that game up at some point. Continue to watch the schedule for more information. Solak, Timpane, Gustavs, Hansen, and Hodge with Bohan between the pipes. Here we go, Panther Nation. Initial face-off, won by Spring Lake Park. They go to the far side. Rochester's able to chip that in. Spring Lake Park around the near side corner. Benny Timpane picking that up on the near side wall. He comes to the middle. Fires a shot, save, rebound. Steered to the far side corner, now to the point. Hodge dancing. Loose puck in the corner. Cross ice, Gustav's there. Panthers with a quick opportunity here in the first. Collins, Weidrich stepping in now. Palazzari and Jocelyn, it looks like. Ethan Weidrich stepping in for this draw. Spring Lake Park brings that around. That does come out of the zone. Palazzari trying to ram it back down. Jocelyn now to the far side. Too far for Gavin Weidrich. Boston Collins with a burst of speed. Spring Spring Lake Park able to turn that around. They dance around the blue line to the far side. Broken up by Jocelyn. Ethan Wiedrich trying to chip that out. Boston Collins now to the near far side. Gavin Wiedrich holding that up against the boards. Now to the near side. Spring Lake Park throws that in as they change. Jocelyn, long cross ice pass for Collins. He tips that into the Spring Lake Park zone. Ethan Wiedrich in the far corner, trying to center to his brother. Spring Lake Park now coming down. Rochester gets it across and dumps it down as they get a change. Held in at the line by Hodge. Puck squirts out. Spring Lake Park coming down now. And we have it offsides. 15:21 left. First period. Rochester with a couple quick shots. Face off outside the Rochester zone. Brownlow, Waters. And Allgaier. Hodge and Graham. Puck comes out. Delayed offsides. Graham goes to pick it up in the far side corner. He goes near side to Hodge. Hodge up the near side boards. He trips on the blue line. Sniper alert. Solak coming down now. Oh, he gets bodied here on the near side dot. Spring Lake Park. Out of the near side, turnover. Hodge can't handle that.
That's on him.
Centering pass broken up by Hodge. Rochester not able to turn it over. Top of the blue line. Shot. Bohan, first challenging save here. 14:25 in the first. Face off. Loose puck. Steered to the near side. Rochester chipping that up. Ethan Wiedrich picking that up and coming down. He tries to walk, gets around him. Backhand. And Ethan Wiedrich through the 5-hole. Puts it home for your Panthers. Ethan Wiedrich winning that race. Able to get that backhand somehow through the 5-hole. Putting your Panthers up 1-0. Never hurts to have a little luck on your side. Ensuing face-off. Spring Lake Park wins that. They go to the far side. Joey Graham back for it. He leaves it for Jocelyn. He chips up the near side to Collins. Spring Lake Park throws it back in. Joey Graham for it. Jocelyn picks it up, goes to the far side. Puck comes in the middle. We got to use two hands on there, bud. Ethan Wiedrich trying to get it to himself. Spring Lake Park. Quick shot in the slot. Turned away by Bohan. Comes to the middle. Loose puck kept in by Spring Lake Park. They go to the far side. Rochester trying to chip it out. Shot from a low angle. Bohan's able to keep that out. And Boston Collins finally able to get it out as Ethan Wiedrich comes down. He gets across, fires it on net. So Collins and Gavin Wiedrich getting that assist. Ethan Wiedrich with that goal, putting your Panthers up. Allgaier coming down now, backhand. Blocker saved by St. Louis Park. Spring Lake Park, sorry. Now coming down. Shot fired wide of the net. Centering pass, broken up by Drake Waters. Drake Waters now coming out of the zone. He goes to the middle. Brownlow gets across the red, dumps it down on net. Spring Lake Park now to the near side. They get across the red, dump it down, and get a change. Palizari picks it up behind the net. He reverses here to Hodge. Up the middle, turned over, shot. Bohan with a great blocker save. Rochester now coming down. Hodge coming down with Solak. Backhand save. .11:53 remaining here in the first period. Shots are 8-6 in favor of your Panthers. Face off to the right of the Spring Lake Park goaltender. Weidrich chipping that behind the net, off the near side. That goes off Boston Collins' stick. Ethan Weidrich, Collins trying to dig that off the boards. Collins now trying to center to Gavin Weidrich. He gets bumped, can't get it to his brother. And that puck is played outside of the arena, so we'll have a whistle. Face-off will be back in the Spring Lake Park zone. Weidrich stepping in for this draw. Gavin Weidrich sitting in the high slot. He gets it back. Shot by Gavin. That's blocked by a Spring Lake Park player. Palizari able to keep that in. He puts a shot on that's deflected. Palizari deep in the near side corner. Players trying to dig that out. Now out to the point. Near side, Gavin Weidrich. Puts a shot on that's gloved. 11:09. Let us know where you're watching from today on a snowy, cold November, end of November day. Brownlow stepping in for this face-off with Waters and Allgaier. Hansen and Graham back on the point. Face-off come back to Hansen, shot. That's deflected just wide. Brownlow up the boards, Graham. Trying to keep that in, but that goes off a Spring Lake Park player. Spring Lake Park coming down now, 3-on-1. Shot blocker save. Nice job by Bohan to come out and challenge that. Drake Waters coming down the near side. Now Hansen, he gets leveled, loose puck in the slot. Spring Lake Park coming back now. They cross the blue line, trying to toe drag. Like to see Graham just skate that. Nice job disrupting that play though. Spring Lake Park turning it up. Palizari, he dances around a check. Gustavs to the far side. Palizari fires a shot off a Spring Lake Park defenseman knee pad. Gustavs near side corner, centering pass. Solak with a quick shot. And we've got a slash here on Spring Lake Park, so your Panthers will go on the power play. That is an insignia power play. .10:03 left here in the first period. The Panthers will get the first opportunity. Cash in on the power play. Weidrich, Collins, Hodge, and Hansen out there on this power play unit. Hodge is able to hold that in. He gets it to Hansen. Hansen fires a shot, save. Boston trying to grab that rebound. Hansen's able to hold it in. He gets to the... Collins walking in. Shot just wide to the near side. Panthers able to get that back to the point. Hodge fires another shot. Collins tips that just wide. And Spring Lake Park's able to throw that down. They chase hard on that forecheck. Hodge does a nice job reversing it to the far side. Gavin Weidrich to the middle now. Collins walking in. He's around a defender. Can't get around the second defender though. And Spring Lake Park throws it all the way down. Hodge trying to set this power play unit up. Near side, Solak. Now to Boston. Boston coming down the far side. Gavin Weidrich picking up, centering pass, just wide by Solak. Gavin hit him on the tape in the slot, not able to put that home. Spring Lake Park comes back now. Loose puck picked up by Solak. He goes far side, Collins. Now to the middle. That's past Gustav's stick. Gustav winning that race, but Spring Lake Park with a good stick there to take it away. Now coming back to the point, Palazzari, not able to hold it in on a bouncing puck. Palazzari dancing, getting to the far side, not in though. 11 seconds left here in the power play, and they're able to throw it all down with 7 seconds. That's the end of your power play. Spring Lake Park moves that to the middle. Tim Payne coming over to grab it. A little bit lack of communication there. Spring Lake Park now coming to the middle. Shot, tip. Picked up by Gustavs. Out to the far side. He gets the red line, chips it all the way down. Tim Payne on the forecheck. Ethan Weidrich pinning his player against the boards. Gavin there waiting for that puck. Oh, terrible. Too many men penalty here. I don't know what the confusion was. Gavin Weidrich will go to the box to serve it. Collins will stay out. I'm not sure what the confusion was. Somebody stepped on the ice. All right, this is a Bob's Construction penalty kill. So Rochester will take their first beating here, and Hansen's able to throw that off the glass and all the way down. Out of the near side. Spring Lake Park coming down. They gain the blue line. Hodge chasing, centering pass. Just wide. Out of the far side. Park now to the near side, setting up in a little bit of an umbrella. That puck goes wide. 4 guys down deep. Rochester making a quick change. And we have an offsides. We'll take that. We'll take that. 6:33 left. .112 left in the penalty kill. 6:33 left in the period. Face off outside the Panther zone. Spring Lake Park now to the far side. They dump it in hard. Palazzari here in the near side corner. Nice pull off the boards. Now he comes down. 2-on-1 with Tim Payne. Picked off by Spring Lake Park. They come down now 3-on-2. Walking in the middle. And a slash on Spring Lake Park, knocking the stick out of a Rochester player. So that'll even it up. That'll even it up, put it at 4-on-4. 4-on-4 for 51 seconds. And then we go back on the power play for about 1:10. Solak, Collins, Hansen, and Hodge out there for your Panthers. Solak stepping in for this draw. He wins it back to Hansen. Over to Hodge. Hodge fires a shot. Solak there trying to grab the rebound. Spring Lake Park off a Rochester pad. Hansen driving back. Save Bohan with an amazing glove. Flash in the leather. Face off to the left of Bohan. Weidrich stepping in for this draw. He wins that back. Graham, near side. Palazzari. He gets it up the middle to Ethan. He chips it down. 26 seconds on the 4-on-4. Out of the far side, Graham trying to just slap that out. Now Palazzari picks that up. 15 seconds. He makes a move to make a quick exit out of the zone. 3-on-2. Coming down. Dances, tries to put a shot on net. Ethan Weidrich now out to the point. Palazzari is there. Now in the power play, 5-on-4. Long cross ice pass. Gustav's taking that away. Dancing in the near side corner, centering pass. Can't get that across the ice to Weidrich. Spring Lake Park coming back down now. Nice job by Hodge, cut that off. Solak picks it up quickly. Oh, he walks in all alone. Touchdown, Cookie! Solak dancing around the defenseman. Putting your Panthers up. (2-0) quick power play goal by Solak. 4:52 remaining in the first. Solak using that speed to get around the defenseman, walking all alone. Tuck that up underneath the crossbar. Panthers winning that draw. Hansen goes far side to Hodge. Hodge tries to backhand it up the boards. Turnover, Drake Waters in the middle. He gets that to Allgaier. Allgaier coming down. Out of the near side. Spring Lake Park getting it in. Hodge over the far side to Allgaier. Spring Lake Park to the near side.
Number 26, Patrick Hodge, and number 71, Drake Waters.
Hodge and Drake Waters on the assist there. Goal is the Solak.
And 11:26 of our first period.
Ethan Weidrich able to poke that puck away from Spring Lake Park. They gather at the top of their zone now, coming out through the neutral zone. He chips that in on net as Spring Lake Park gets a change. Collins with a quick exit. Tries to dance around that defenseman. Now we got a 2-on-1 developing. Palazzari coming back quickly on the back check. Nice job by Jocelyn to break that up far side. Spring Lake Park throws that to the slot, trying to get that tip play going. Collins chipping that around the fence. We've got a 2-on-1 developing again. Oh, loses it. Loses the handle. Trying to get that to Gavin. He ended up getting that pass to the slot just a little bit late. Spring Lake Park chips that down with under 3 minutes left. Loose in the slot! Oh my goodness, Bohan tried to play it and it slipped off his stick behind him into the crease. Luckily we had guys back checking hard. Ooh. Ooh.
And I called him up after I got there. Now he should have told me he was short back.
Face-off will come outside the zone as Spring Lake Park player had slid into the net. I have a whistle. Face-off won by Spring Lake Park. They dump that in behind the net. Vance Hansen back to retrieve it. He goes near side to Gustavs. Gustavs backhands it out of the zone. Spring Lake Park turning it around to the far side. They gain the blue line. Drop pass broken up by Solak. And he's able to get it out. Spinning. Trying to chip that to the middle where Tim Payne was rushing down. Gustavs able to turn that over. He goes to the near side. That's off a boot. Solak now wisely regrouping here. Jocelyn, he spins. He loses it. Now to the near side. Far side. Past Spring Lake Park player. Gotta handle that puck a little bit better. Now to the near side. Shot. Bohan's able to steer that to the near side corner, and that's up through the netting for a whistle with 1:53 remaining. Face-off, Rochester wins that. Up the near side board, Spring Lake Park takes it away, walking to the middle. Shot steered to the far side. Brownlow is there, he takes a shoulder. Shot in the slot, blocked by Palazzari. Spring Lake Park up off the, trying to go up off the glass, a little bit too hard. A little bit too hard and too high. Puck leaves play area. We have a whistle with 1:31 left. Let me hear in the YouTube comments if we got any snow back home yet. I expect to see some flurries when we hit the road after this game. Ethan Weidrich stepping in for this face-off. 90 seconds remain. Puck slides all the way down for an icing. 1:22 remaining. Face off in the Spring Lake Park zone. Rochester wins that back. Hansen can't hold that blue line. Collins back forward. He goes to the far side. Working that up the boards. No icing. Ethan Weidrich on the chase. Up the boards. Rochester trying to hold that in, and puck pops up for a whistle. Hit the rafters here. Fogarty Ice Arena is our location. with a shot that whistles just wide to the near side. Hansen firing another shot. Oh, we got to hit the net a little more. Get some rebounds here. Payne in the far boards, trying to pick that up. Solak behind him. Gustav ready to load the cannon up. Spring Lake Park now behind the net. Out of the near side. They throw that out, but Hodge steps in front of it and throws it back behind the net. 23 seconds left. Oh, big hit in the far corner. Gustav's getting body, returns to the middle. Gustav trying to make a fancy move in the high slot. 8 seconds remaining. Panthers are able to take that away. Gustav's going back to his defenseman wisely with a second left. Hodge circles back, and there's our horn. Nice first period by your Panthers. Jumping out to an early lead. Getting that first goal is always critical. Shots are 12-11 in favor of your Panthers. Teams will head off. We'll get a Zamboni and some fresh ice, and we'll be back for the start of the second. But before we do, let's just recognize our sponsors. Thanks for your contributions to Rochester Century JM Hockey this year. We'll continue to highlight these sponsors throughout the season using our new stream. Started this stream here about 2 years ago, and it's continued to evolve, and we'll continue to do more. So we're prototyping some power play penalty kill sponsors. We'll continue to give businesses an opportunity to get their banner up here on the stream. Again, all these sponsors do contribute to apparel, equipment, gear, all the cool stuff you see the boys walking around with. So again, thank you. And we'll be back for the start of the second period. right, we are back here in Fogarty Arena. Start of the second period momentarily. Solak, Tim Payne, Gustavs, Hodge, and Hansen out for the start of this second period. Glad to hear the snow hasn't started back home. Gustavs taking that puck forward. He comes in, loses it off the handle. Near side corner, him and Tim Payne battling. Tim Payne spinning, trying to get that out to the slot. Spring Lake Park throws that to the far side. Hansen throwing the shot on net. Tim Payne on the near side. He centers it off the side of the goaltender's pad. There's puck in the slot. Spring Lake Park picks it up. They chip it all the way down. Won't be icing. Hodge back to retrieve it. Shot. Just missing the post to the near side. Far side, Gustavs takes that pass. He gets it forward to Solak. Solak chips it down. The Panthers get a change. Spring Lake Park now to the far side. They chip it up into the zone. Throwing that puck to the middle. Loose puck. Boston coming down with Ethan Weidrich. He's got him in the middle. Shot. Like to see that puck put on net, and Ethan crashed the net for that rebound. We have an icing with 15:49. Boston must have seen something to that near side post. He thought he might have been able to sneak that in. Weidrich into this draw. He wins it back. Gavin Weidrich shot. That's blocked to the far side corner. Picked up, Boston. Oh, that's Ethan. Now to the far side. Spring Lake Park with a break. Alazari in the far side corner. Spring Lake Park out to the point. Now to the near side. Puck is broken up. I'll have to talk to Gavin Weidrich about that chicken leg he threw trying to block that shot. Puck gets squirted out to the circle, top of the circle, and Spring Lake Park gets a shot on that. Bohan nabs and gets a whistle. Spring Lake Park with a quick shot off the draw. Goes high. Brings it around to the near side. Now behind the net. Turnover. Graham getting it to the far side to Drake. Drake back to Graham, now to the near side. Algier walking across the red. Not sure why he'd try to move that to Bohan. Loose puck and Drake Waters in the middle. Rebound. Shot. Oh, Algier can't put it home. Oh, my goodness. Spring Lake Park walking around. They try to get it to the near side. Turnover. Graham. Now behind the net. Turnover. Bohan doing a nice job staying in front of that puck, squaring up, keeping those pads clinched between the 5-hole. 14-28. Oh, Algier is just going to be banging his head. A scramble in front of the Spring Lake Park net, and he has a wide open net, and can't get the shot off. Solak in for this draw. One by Rochester. They bring it around to the far side. Gustavs is there. He chips it out. And Spring Lake Park had tapped it in, so we have a delayed offside whistle. Pass off, won by Spring Lake Park. They backhand it into the zone. Jocelyn back for it. Now around the far side, Hansen going forward. He's got Gustav on the far, Gustav in the far corner. He chips it out. Gustav now coming out 3-on-2. He gets across the blue, dances, drops it. Tim Payne, shot. Trying to hit Solak in front of the net. Palizari off the boards on the near side. Spring Lake Park chips that up. Palizari gloves it. Shot. Spring Lake Park can't grab that rebound. Shot goes over the net into the near corner. Palizari picking it up the boards. He chips it up. Out of the neutral zone. Solak trying to backhand that in. He gets it deep. Drake Waters chasing. Puck comes out of the zone. Palizari grabs it. He goes far side. Back to Palizari. Trying to hit a streaking Wiedrich and Collins. Collins is there. Puck around the far side. Spring Lake Park throws it down. And that'll be an icing with 12:53 left. Wins that to the far side boards. Trying to get it back to the point. Ethan Wiedrich backhanding it. Panthers are able to keep that in the zone. Boston Collins on the forecheck. That bounces off a player into the netting at 12:38. Face off on the far side. Wiedrich stepping in for this draw. He wins it back. Back to the point. Wiedrich dumped along those far boards. They tag up. But we were still offsides. Spring Lake Park to the near side, off the boards. Not far enough for icing. Truella back 40, brings around to the far side to turnover. Comes back to the point, shot wide, oh, tipped. That was going way wide, and it got tipped. Bohan was there to make that pad save. Palizari picks it up. He goes to the near side, off the boards. Ethan Wiedrich back up the middle. Spring Lake Park coming down. Shot. Bad turnover in the neutral zone here, working that puck to the middle. Spring Lake Park comes down, gets that to the outside. Little wrist shot, quick wrist shot, beats Bohan. 2-1 Century. Spring Lake Park wins that draw. Brownlow trying to get it low. Spring Lake Park coming down now. Get out to the far side, shot. Panthers coming out of the zone now. Algar coming down. He tries to dance around the defenseman. He gets bodied. Spring Lake Park chipping that. They go far side now. Now in the middle. Up by Graham. He goes far side. Panthers getting a change here. back for it. Alazari coming down, tried to center it. Jocelyn with a shot. That's tipped near side. Spring Lake Park coming back now. Burst of speed. Shot misses the target. Centering pass through everybody. Spring Lake Park trying to hit that back door. Champagne on the near side boards. There's a stick hold. He's taking them both. I'm not sure why. He's getting a hold and a hook. That makes no sense whatsoever. It's not hooking if he's holding the stick. Oh boy. They're calling a slash maybe, looks like. Alright. Well, we'll stay 5-on-5. Puck in the slot. Shot from the point, blocked by Collins. Now behind the net. Weidrich's able to get that out to go to the far side. It's picked up by Spring Lake Park. Ethan Weidrich now coming down. He spins at the blue line. Gets it to Collins. Collins now coming in the high slot. Dancing in the middle. Ethan Weidrich spinning. Out of the near side. On to the far side. Hansen. Oh, we got to hang on to those boys. Hansen rips a shot around the near side. Oh, Tim Payne just overskating that. Tim Payne. Near side, Hodge coming down from his defensive position. Centering pass, stopped by the goaltender. Turnover, Gavin Weidrich trying to get in. He gets blasted by two players. Spring Lake Park coming back now. 2-on-2. Nice job by Hansen to break that play up. Guy in the high slot. Broken up, tipped by Rochester. Got it, went wide. Now up the near side board. No icing. Round low on the forecheck. Spring Lake Park throws it to the near side. Far side, Graham back for it. Palazari with him. Palazari now on the far side. He comes out of the zone. Drop pass. Right to the net. That hits the side of the net. Down low. Comes to the slot. Elgeier can't get to that puck. There's a glove inside the net. Two guys come out, two guys go in. Two penalties for roughing. So face-off will be outside the Spring Lake Park zone. Solak stepping in for this draw. Face-off won by Spring Lake Park. They go to the far side, moving it up quickly to the boards. Solak back to retrieve it in the Panther zone. He goes off the boards. Hodge is there. He goes near side. Jocelyn near side to Tim Payne. Tim Payne out.
First to Rochester, number 8, Isaac Algar. 2 minutes for roughing. And that's Spring Lake Park's number 11, Rusty Matchy. Also 2 minutes for roughing. Capital penalties are at 9:22 of our second period.
Face off in the Century zone, left to Bohan. Face off one by Rochester. They go hard off the glass and out. Gustav's coming down now on a 2-on-1. Shot, goal! Gustavs! Giving your Panthers another 2-goal lead. Coming down, use that defenseman as a screen. Gustav's first varsity point, I believe. First varsity goal. Gustav's our Latvian exchange student. Spring Lake Park wins that draw. Ethan Weidrich chasing behind the net. Spring Lake Park working it to the far side. That is on net, so no whistle. Nice reverse by Hansen. Palazzari up the boards. And Rochester throws that all the way down. And that'll be a whistle at 6:48. One by Rochester. Spring Lake Park's able to get that shot off from the point. Now out of the zone. Spring Lake Park dumps that in. They have to tag up. Palazzari trying to cut through the attackers. Ethan Weidrich able to take that puck away. Now to the far side. Spring Lake Park throws it back in. Vance Hansen behind the net. He dances to the near side. Gavin Weidrich's there. Shot goes wide to the far side. Spring Lake Park tosses it around the boards. Centering pass. Collins picking that up in the slot. Another 3-on-2 developing. Boston trying to get that toe drag. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Loose puck in the slot.
Both of them from Tim Payne and Solak at 9:48 of our second period.
Gustavs from Solak and Tim Payne giving your Panthers a 3-1 lead, which turned into a 3-on-1 back the other way. Spring Lake Park not able to put that on the tape, ends up bouncing around, getting behind Bohan. Rochester collapsing to keep that puck out of the net. Spring Lake Park wins that draw. Shot. Blocker save Bohan. Algar chips that up. Bohan stops at the side of the net. Algar brings it around to the near side. Spring Lake Park now behind the net. Trying to center it. Cole Brownlow takes that away. He goes to the far side. Drake Waters is there. Oh, we got to get that up and off the glass and out. Hodge back for it. He keeps that puck low. Tying that up against the boards. Now we got a trip. Trip on Brownlow. Cole Brownlow going to the box with 5:12 left. That'll be a Bob's Construction penalty kill. Face off to the left of Bohan. 5:12 left here in the second period. Weidrich stepping in for this draw. He wins it back. Up the near side boards. Panthers just trying to clear it. Now we get it out of the zone. Gavin Weidrich now with a burst of speed down the far side. Spring Lake Park now regrouping in their zone. Setting up on their power play. Out of the near side. Spring Lake Park coming down the middle. Setting up in the offensive zone now.
On the pick of Rochester, number 16, Kyle Brownwell, 2 minutes for tripping. And the penalty is 11:48.
Spring Lake Park set up in a 1-3-1 now.
11:48 for second period.
Shot just wide, missing that far post. Comes out of the zone. 1:07 left. Rochester changing their top of their penalty kill here. Solak and Collins there. Shot deflected, goes to the far corner. Solak and Collins now at the top of this kill. Shot, save, Bohan. Scramble. Rochester collapses quickly to protect their goaltender. .42 seconds left in the penalty kill. Face off back in the Rochester zone. Puck drawn back by Spring Lake Park. That goes all the way down. Spring Lake Park regrouping in their zone. Out of the near side. Burst of speed through the neutral zone coming down. Hansen and Hodge collapsing quickly to get that puck down. Rochester changing their penalty killers. Spring Lake Park through the neutral zone coming down on Hodge. Coming around the net. Hansen now tracking. Drake Waters and Gavin Weidrich out there. Sorry, Tim Payne. Oh, centering pass. Spring Lake Park had the old tic-tac-toe cross ice. Tim Payne coming down now. Penalty's over. Tim Payne centering, loose puck. Drake Waters can't get that behind the Spring Lake Park goaltender. Out of the near side, Spring Lake Park hard off the board. Centering pass. Oh, great play, Brownlow. Oh, it's back behind him. Can't find it. Oh, Drake Waters moving that puck back door. Hansen able to hold that in. Puck is tipped, but Spring Lake Park touches it, so we have a turnover. Spring Lake Park working it up to the far side now. Like to think this line is our lunch pail line. These guys just go out and work their tail off. Spring Lake Park now coming up. They dump it in with 2:13 left. Palazzari is there. Collins can't get that puck out. Palazzari chipping that behind the net. Hodge is there. Centering pass. Nobody there to help. You can see that developing behind the net as they got both defensemen. Snuck it through Hodge's legs and just a little one-timer to the near side post. Solak in for this draw. Scores now 3-2. Your Panthers are still leading. Pass to the near side. Solak can't get it deep. Rochester now works to the far side. Chipping that up. Solak dumps it behind the net. Sorry, Palizari dumps it to the back of the net. Can't get that to Payne in front. Spring Lake Park coming down now. Minute and a half left here in the second period.
Is number 2, Levi McCullough.
Gustav's able to chip that out. Solak taking that away, getting it to the middle. Gustav's fires a shot up high. Tim Payne trying to center that to Gustav's. Solak coming off those boards, trying to get that tic-tac-toe back. Spring Lake Park coming back 1-on-3, poked away. Gustav's moving it up to Ethan Wiedrich, that's off his stick. Otherwise he had a break. Ethan Wiedrich on those far boards, he spins. 42 seconds left. Up to the point, to the near side. Shot by Graham. Easily taken away by Spring Lake Park. Now they come down 2-on-1. Shot, Bohan with a save. Oh, rebound chance goes just wide. 22 seconds left. Near side, slap it from the far sides. Collins trying to get that puck out. Now he does. 13 seconds, Spring Lake Park dumps it back in. Hansen back to retrieve it. He rings it around hard. Boston ties up his guy with 5 seconds left. Gavin Wiedrich taking it behind the net. That's your second period. Shots are 25-18. 25-18 in favor of Spring Lake Park. Coon Rapids. Quick back and forth play here in the second period. Both teams taking advantage of odd man advantages. So teams will go back, we'll get some fresh ice, and we'll come back for the start of the third. period. Your Panthers leading 3-2. Shots are 25-18 in favor of Spring Lake Park. 1 period to go here. 17 minutes on the clock. See if your Panthers can increase this lead. Solak, Tim Payne, Gustav, Hansen and Hodge out to start this third period. Let's go Panthers. Panthers win that draw back. Hodge back for it. He's being pressured by Spring Lake Park. Centering pass off of Solak's skate. Chips that up. Puck does come out. Spring Lake Park now back to their defensemen to regroup. Up the boards, taken away by Rochester. Now to the near side, Hansen. He backhands to Hodge. Now to the near side, Hansen. Up the middle, nice play but to Gustavs. Spring Lake Park working that back to their defense now in their zone, doing the same thing. That pass to the neutral zone is off a skate. Solak picks it up in the neutral zone. Hansen back to Hodge. Now at the near side boards, trying to get that give and go going. Spring Lake Park walking in. And we'll have Gavin Wiedrich on a hook. Not how we'd like to start this third period. Got to use those legs, not that stick. So Spring Lake Park will go on the power play. This is a Bob Construction penalty kill. Spring Lake Park wins that. They go to the far side. Out of the middle, that one-timer misses. Palizari up and off the glass, but that hits the stanchion. Out of the blue line. Off to the far side. Spring Lake Park has to retreat.
Rochester, number 18, Gavin Wiedrich. 2 minutes for hooking. That penalty was at a line of 0-4.
Spring Lake Park coming down into the zone now. Drop pass, Palizari up and off the boards and down. Rochester getting a full change. Sending out new killers. Spring Lake Park. Drake Waters momentarily breaking that up. Nice job by Hansen to break up that drive. Now out to the blue line. Spring Lake Park setting up their power play now. Out of the far side, 43 seconds left. Spring Lake Park trying to get that cross-ice pass. Centering pass. Turn over in a high slot. Tim Payne gets that picked out of his pocket. He gets across the red. Dump it down, bud. Dump it down, dump it down, dump it down. Now tied up in the corner, and he gets dumped. Oh, he wanted to raise the hand. Almost. Spring Lake Park coming down now. 18 seconds left. Pass to the near side. Turnover, and now Rochester's able to get it out, and delayed offsides here. Gavin Wiedrich comes out of the box. Gavin Wiedrich applying forecheck. He slips on a banana peel. Big check by, oh my God, no way. Roughing. I guess you can't play the game anymore. discussion here. Again, this is probably roughing because it's 5 feet from the boards, and he goes back first into the board. Two-minute roughing penalty. So we'll have another Bob's Construction penalty kill. So one Weidrich comes out, the other one goes in. Coach is trying to make an argument for this is a game of hockey. You are allowed to check.
Stop talking about it. You're not going to change their mind.
Palizari, Hansen, Collins, and Solak out for this kill. See if Rochester can continue the momentum they have here from the first kill. Face off to the right of Bohan. Rochester wins that. Hansen up off the glass. Spring Lake Park's able to keep that in. Solak chasing. Collins getting that to Solak. How's that not? There we go. Now he got him. Collins putting that up against the boards. Charging. 13:06. Riot might break out.
Video evidence.
So we'll have 4-on-4 time. Oh, and he's getting a 5-minute or two. Ooh. Watch the replay here again. Again, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a penalty, but refs saw something different here. So a 5-minute, we'll have 4-on-4. Collins wins that back to Palizari. He throws a shot on net. Gavin Weidrich out there with Collins, Palizari, Jocelyn. Spring Lake Park coming down now. They gain the blue line. Drop pass broken up by Collins. Far side corner. Jocelyn is there. Palizari picks it up. He brings it around to the near side.
The following picnic of Assessor Spring Lake Parkour round is number 4, Andrew Clark, a 5-minute major for charging and a 10-minute misconduct.
And a 10-minute misconduct for a little temper tantrum in the box. Shot. Bohan with a glove save. 12:20 left. .50 seconds left in the penalty kill, or sorry, the 4-on-4. And then we go on about a 3-minute power play. Face off, Rochester, near side. Gustavs backhands that into the Spring Lake Park zone. Hansen picking it off the boards, fires a shot. That hits Gustavs in the gut. Spring Lake Park now on a breakaway. Rochester not paying attention. Spring Lake player get behind him on a break. Spring Lake Park makes a nice lead pass, hitting him on the tape, walking in, beating Bohan to the stick side. So we're tied up 3-3 here with 12 minutes left. Spring Lake Park dumps that down next to Bohan. Alazari picks it up. Out to the far side. Graham coming down. He dumps that deep. Collins going behind the net. 9 seconds left before Ethan Weidrich comes out of the box. Out to the far side. Hodge picks it up. Dishes to Palazar and Ethan Weidrich coming out of the box. He chips that deep and races behind the net. Now setting up in that power play. Coming to the middle. Fires a shot, just misses. Loose puck, Collins can't grab it. Spring Lake Park got another breakaway. Bohan coming out. Glove save, Bohan. Now we got another slash. I don't know if he's calling Hodge or Hansen. Looks like we've got Gavin Weidrich on a slash. Oh boy. 11:03 left. Gavin Weidrich back to the box. Well, that nullifies the power play. We'll get another minute left of power play. It's back to 4-on-4. Hansen. Back with Hodge. Try to center. Hodge back there. He brings it around to the far side. Tim Payne. Side. Spring Lake Park dumps it down. Hansen goes back behind the net. Gustavs on the far side. He tries to chip that towards the net. Spring Lake Park now going back with Hodge. And we have an icing. 9:58 left. Face off in the Spring Lake Park zone. Weidrich winning that to Collins. Collins trying to center that. Now Spring Lake Park comes out of the zone. Dancing around. Bohan able to make that save. Palizari to the far side. Ethan Weidrich coming across the middle now. He dances. Cutting in the middle, far side. Jocelyn fires a shot that's blocked by Spring Lake Park. Collins and Weidrich out there. Jocelyn chipping it forward. Ethan Weidrich trying to chip around that defenseman. Collins racing for it. Referee saying delayed offsides. Play broken up by Tim Payne and Jocelyn. Tim Payne on the far boards gets it in. He gets bodied. Trying to walk to the middle. Out of the near side, Gustav's trying to hit Tim Payne on that far side. And they throw the puck all the way down. That's not icing because we're on the power play for 37 seconds. Palizari behind the net now to the far side, hits Hodge. Hodge coming down. He gets it back to the point. Solak hadn't gotten up to the blue line just quite yet. 17 seconds left. Loose puck. Puck seems to have a little stickum on it. Spring Lake Park all the way around the far side. Allgaier picks it up. Now he gets his pocket picked. Palizari picking it up. Gustav's on the forecheck. Backhand out of the zone by Spring Lake Park. Palizari comes in, throws it in the far corner. Lent getting a shift here. Allgaier almost taken away in the slot. Player falls. Now we got a 3-on-1 developing. Drop pass, trying to move to the near side. Loose puck in the slot. Picked up by Rochester. Oh, why was there a whistle? We had it. .7:21 left. Face off outside the Rochester zone. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Allgaier coming down. He's got Lent in the middle. Trying to center that for Lent. Lent! Shot. Saves. Spring Lake Park. Puck is loose at the high slot. We can't get it deep enough. Now they get across the red, dump it down. Rochester back out of the zone. Lent chasing. Rung around to the near side. Spring Lake Park coming back out. Hansen throws that into the Spring Lake Park zone. Oh, don't tell me we're getting another too many men. Oh my God. So Lent will come down and serve that penalty. Too many men. Oh man, penalties are going to be the death of us here. Have to go back and watch the replay. I don't know if somebody came off the bench and played it. So Ethan Weidrich in for this Bob Construction penalty kill. Now to the near side, Palizari steps up. Jocelyn getting checked. Gavin Weidrich out there on this kill. Palazzari's able to chip it all the way down. 6 minutes and counting. That's off Ethan Weidrich's stick. Intercepted by Gavin Weidrich. He fires it all the way down. They get off for a change.
Serving against Rocker, number 11, Owen Lentz. Time of the penalty is at 11-18. That's a base minor call on Rochester.
Spring Lake Park coming down the middle now. And dish that to the near side. Solak with a check. Shot fired just wide of the net. Comes in front. Push to the near side corner with 54 seconds left. Now around the far side, Solak and Collins out there. Shot, that hits a body. Collins taking that one in the chest. Backhanded up the boards, turned over. Hansen comes around the net. He fires it up the middle. Turnover, Solak coming down. He's on a break. There's a hook. Come on, call the hook. Oh my goodness. He's got a stick in his armpit. No call. 26 seconds left in the penalty kill. Solak almost jumping out for his second breakaway of the game here. 5:08 left. Waters will step in for this draw. Palazzari, Graham, Tim Payne. Spring Lake Park wins that back. Now up the far side they come. 17 seconds left. Centering pass broken up. And Rochester's able to get it all the way down with 9 seconds left. And that should do it. Lentz coming out of the box now. Spring Lake Park coming down. Toe drag. Spinning. Rochester, Drake Waters is able to break that up. Solak trying to get that puck off the glass and out. Graham near side corner. And that puck pops out to the blue line. Oh, defenseman fell. Gavin couldn't get a piece of it. Now to the near side, Graham picks it up. He goes up and off the boards. Drake gets that poked off his stick. Graham coming down. He gets it to the near side. And Spring Lake Park throws it all the way down for an icing. 3:57 left. Collins in for this draw. Weidrich on the right-hand side. Gavin Weidrich on the left. Hansen and Hodge on the blue. See these boys get a face-off goal here. Spring Lake Park wins that. They go to the far side. Now they double back and regroup. Spring Lake Park trying to make that spring pass again. They go all the way down for another icing. .37 left. Now Weidrich stepping in for this draw with Collins behind him. Loose puck, Spring Lake Park chips it back. Oh, Hansen almost able to keep it in the zone. He throws it in, delayed offsides. Spring Lake Park grabs it behind the net. Now to the near side. Broken up by Collins. Back to Palazzari. He loses it in his feet. Good back check by Collins there. Now a turnover. Spring Lake Park can't connect 2 passes. Shot deflected high up into the rafters. Just about goes over the netting. 3:04 left. Face off to the right of Bohan. Rochester wins that. Palizari to the far side to hit Jocelyn. Jocelyn tries to go up the middle. Spring Lake Park dumps it down on net. Palizari with it. He goes D to D to Jocelyn. Jocelyn falls. Centering pass. That goes through everybody all the way down, and Spring Lake Park will pick it up. Two and a half minutes left. Up to the far side now. Spring Lake Park working it back. Solak chasing. Turnover. Tim Payne coming down. He tried to get that far side to Solak. Couldn't get a stick on it. Tim Payne spinning. Getting out to the point. Palizari with the Whiffer-Rooney. Palizari off the glass. And delayed offsides again with 2 minutes left. Spring Lake Park tossing it down. The old lob play. That thing just bounced perfectly. It's like a punt. 1:57 left. Face off in the Spring Lake Park zone. Weidrich in for this draw. Collins up high. Weidrich wins it. Oh, goodness. Oofta. Oh, boy. Boston was coming in with the hammer. Wound up and ready to spring. Weidrich wins the draw. Shot. Boston. That bounces off a body. That was the play they were looking for. Hansen can't keep it in. Spring Lake Park on another break. Coming down. Whiff on the shot. Loose puck in the slot. Oh, mad scramble. Both teams making mistakes there. Not able to get that opportunity off. Gavin Weidrich now back for Hansen. Near side, Hodge. Hodge up the boards to Boston. He chips it down. Spring Lake Park up off the glass and into the stands. .123 left. Back and forth game. Panthers taking the early momentum in the first. Spring Lake Park bouncing back in the second and tying it here in the third. Shots are 29-23 in favor of Spring Lake Park. Solak stepping in for this draw. He's got Gustav ready to wind up. Goose, shot, blocked. Tim Payne to rebound. Fires a shot, save. Spring Lake Park coming back. That's tipped by a Rochester stick. Backhand out of the zone. Spring Lake Park chipping it to the middle. Gustav's coming down now. Toe drag! Can't get the shot off. Tim Payne is there. Centering pass. Palizari. Backhand through the crease. 1 minute left. And that puck is chipped over the box on the far side with 47 seconds left. Tim Payne and Gustavs exchanging opportunities there. Weidrich, Collins, Weidrich out there on forward. Hansen and Hodge. See if we can make some Panther magic happen here. Loose puck in the slot. Ethan Weidrich trying to chip that forward. Out of the near side, Collins chipping it up to himself. Dishes it. Cross-ice pass. Trying to hit Gavin. 32 seconds left. We're down to 10% of battery life here. We'll see if we should be able to make it here the rest of the way. Might have to plug in if they go OT. Face off, back to the point. Hodge throws that in. Trying to center it, loose puck. Collins able to save it. He comes by, there's a hold. No call. Weidrich digging for it. Gavin on the far side. Spring Lake Park comes down now. Pass too far. 11 seconds left. Solak will step in for this key face-off in the defensive zone. Back to the point. Spring Lake Park to the far side. Shot blocked. Comes to the near side. 4 seconds left. Shot slides to the far side, and that should do it. So I'm not exactly sure what. 8-minute overtime. I'm going to plug in here. All right, we should have sound here now. Got our stream saved. The dreaded battery drain. I'll take a moment just to thank our sponsors again. All right, we are no strangers to overtime. Again, watch all social media, YouTube for all the live game day action. I think we've got most varsity games covered. If you're interested in running the camera, you don't have to commentate. If you want to record the JV, I think there's a few opportunities available. So teams will switch side. Shots are 30-24 here after 3 periods. 8 minutes on the clock. OT, we've been in this situation before. So overtime's the call. Solak stepping in for this face-off. Bonus hockey here. Let's go Panthers. Face off. Spring Lake Park trying to gain control. Panthers regrouping now, just in front of their blue line. Hodge, near side. He goes up the boards. Spring Lake Park takes that away to the far side. They chip that off a stick. Hodge back for it. He backhands it to the near side. Tim Payne is there. He goes up the boards. Solak can't chip it out. Now Gustav's coming off the boards. He gets a pass near side to Tim Payne. Tim Payne loses it. Hansen gets across the red, fires that, and that hits a player. Spring Lake Park now gets it down. Palazzari back to retrieve it. Palazzari steps out of the net. Oh, Gavin. He's got to get a stick on that. Face off, come back in the Rochester zone. Face off on the far side to the right of Bohan. Ethan Wiedrich in for this face off. He wins that back. Chipped around the near side. Up the boards to Gavin. Ethan gets across the red, trying to dance. Battling for it. Loose puck. Gavin pokes it to the far side. And we got a hand pass. 6:36 left in OT. Face off on the far side. Wiedrich in for this defensive draw. He wins that back. Rochester rings it around hard to the near side. Gavin can't get there. No icing. Loose puck comes to the slot. Oh, Ethan Wiedrich can't rip that shot off. Spring Lake Park throws around to the far side. Jocelyn there, and we have an icing. Oh, his eyes must have gotten huge. Ethan, loose puck coming up the side of the net. Brownlow in. Near side corner. Spring Lake Park comes out the far side now. The old flip pass. Oh, good hand by Graham. Now coming down the middle, Spring Lake Park. Shot. Bohan with a blocker save. Drake Waters coming out of the zone now. He gets hooked. Gets it in the zone. Drop pass. And it hits Graham in the leg. Rochester dumps it in as they get a change. Al Geyer pinching. Solak moves it back. Now to Graham. Goes up the middle, hits Solak. Gustav's behind the net. He spins. Fires it behind the net. Solak is there. Far side, Tim Payne. Out of the near side. Gustav's with a good stick. Solak picking that puck up. Coming out, centering pass. Oh, Tim Payne can't rip that shot off. I thought that puck went all the way down. It didn't. Now on the near side board, Spring Lake Park. Missing that, comes across the blue, chipping it, walking to the middle. Chips it up the near side boards, now back. Loose puck, Spring Lake Park. Walking in, center pass, missed the one-timer. Shot blocked. Chip to the middle. Ethan Weidrich coming down now. Tries to dance, drive the net. Centering pass. That's off Boston Collins' stick. Green Lake Park coming back now. And Palazzari just fires it down for a whistle. Assume they called icing. Don't tell me we got another too many men. Oh. They're not letting them change? What? 4:04 left. Not sure what happened there. They were calling players back on the ice. Solak in for this draw. He wins that back. Rochester rings it around to the far side. Gustavs is there. He comes down now 3-on-2. Gustavs trying to get through the leg. Tim Payne shot. Goal! Benny Tim Payne ending it again. The overtime king. And the players mob him. Benny Tim Payne with another overtime winner. Oh, man. Just keep that guy on the ice for overtime. That guy is... Tim Payne, give him a crown. Overtime king. Shots are 31-24 in favor of Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids. Oh, okay. Your Rochester Mustangs capitalize on a loose puck in the slot. Tim Payne puts it home, giving your Panthers a 4-3 win here at Fogarty Ice Arena. Thanks for watching. And no game tomorrow, so we'll be back on the air, I think, next week, Tuesday. Thanks for joining. We'll see you then.